Alright, shalawam. First off, I want to say all praises to Yahawah, bahasham Yahawashi, bahasham Kudash. Double honors to our apostles and elders, the GMS, and unto the elect doing the work in sincerity and in truth. Shalawam. The GMS precepts, Nazar Khad here. And real quick, I got a quick video. I have a few articles here. You can see it. New York Post. It says vegan fake meats linked to heart disease, early death. Okay, very recent article. See these two gluttons here eating that fake bullshit. It says this is not high PA news for vegans. Whatever. While experts extol the health and environmental benefits of a diet free of animal products, new research suggests that consuming ultra processed vegan food can increase the risk of heart death. Right. So ultra it's known processed foods is bad, but highly processed vegan food is no different. Okay, it says ultra. Look, you got this shit, Beyond Meat, all that fake meat bullshit. It is garbage. Okay, you might as well be eating the highly processed non-vegan foods, right? It says ultra processed foods include packaged goods, right? So that's pretty much anything packaged, right? In the freezer aisle or whatever, those frozen dinners, this including this bullshit. It says include packaged goods, drinks, cereals, and ready to eat products that contain colors, emulsifiers, flavors, and other additives. Right? Like they got like red 40 and yellow 5 and all this bullshit. MSG, monosodium, whatever, I forgot. UPFs are typically high in sugar, right? Ultra processed foods are typically high in sugar, saturated fat, and salt, and devoid of vitamins and fiber, right? So this is the reason why it's killing motherfuckers, man, right? Excuse me. Another article. I'll leave these in the description. It says vegans are slowly killing themselves. You see, right? It says ultra highly processed vegan food, right, or UHP, can increase the risk of heart failure, according to research published in The Lancet. Surprise, surprise! Veganism is not healthy. It is time. It is time the government and health agencies stood up to big food and celebrity proponents of veganism and finally called out the diet for the damage it is doing. Right. So, who's behind this? Right. Who is behind this? Look at this devil. This dude is behind this, man. He is the biggest owner, right? This is Bill Gates is now America's biggest owner of Farmland. Report. Um, Bill Gates, Microsoft co-founder and fourth most wealthy person in the world, and this is a few years ago. This is dated the 21st. Has acquired more than 242,000 acres of farmland across the United States, making him the top private farmland owner in the country. And he's the one pushing for veganism too, right? He's pushing for that. He pushes for people to go green and eat vegan food and get away from, right? And get away from meats, right? So it's like he stands to benefit. He's not telling you this because he cares about your health. He's telling you this because it's the total opposite. He doesn't care about your health. He believes in eugenics, right? And he not only and also he benefits from it financially. You see? Another article. Who's buying Nebraska? Tech billionaire. This is more recent, January of this year. Tech billionaire Bill Gates spent $113 million on Nebraska farmland. Right? A glance at federal records show the series of Nebraska farmlands listed as foreign owned, though there is no country attached and no hint that these farms with unassuming names might be related. Willow Farms, Merrick Farms, Dove Hammond, it goes on and on, blah blah blah. All owned by this. Where is that at? All owned by this guy, right? I got another one. Look at that. Bill Gates buying up land, threatening small farms under guise of saving planet. Author claims, right? Bill Gates buying up land, threatening small journalists, CMOS, Brunner farms under guise of saving planet. Right? So I'll leave all these in the description. You guys get the point here. But this is one reason why you should never trust thine enemy, man. Right? Let's get that in Ecclesiastes. I'm sorry. Ecclesiasticus, right? 12, 12. 12 and... Well, we could start at 10. Right? I got it right here. It says, never trust thine enemy, for as like Ryan rusteth, so is his wickedness. And that's the number one downfall of you so-called, of us so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. We trusted in our enemy too much. Okay? Right? You can go back to Gad and, the Native Americans when Esau came over here. It was our people, it was the Gadites that gave them the knowledge of wisdom to survive in the winters. Meanwhile, in the back, and meanwhile, the devil had what? He had a plan to take him over, man. And that's exactly what he did. Now, we understand it was all set up by the Most High for it to happen that way, but still, our downfall was trusting in our enemy, man. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. Beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust hath not been altogether wiped away, meaning it's always going to rust. And so his devilish ways. Esau is always going to be a devil through and through, right? Set him not by thee, lest when he hath overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place, neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. And though at the last remember my words and be pricked therewith, right? So this is a warning, right? This is a warning to stay away from this damn devil. A devil is going to be a devil. Who would pity a charmer? And then goes into the example of a charmer that's playing with a serpent. Who would pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent? Or any such as come nigh wild beast. So one that goeth to a sinner and is defiled with him in his sins, who will pity? For a while he will abide with thee, but if thou begin to fall, he will not tarry, right? Meaning he's going to take your ass over. Here's a point I wanted also. Verse 16, an enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips. Yeah, let's save the planet. Vegetarian or veganism is very healthy. It's beneficial for you. You can live long and live with your family and have long lives, right? Meanwhile, he's behind. I can't say that word. He's behind certain vaccines that were resulted. Anyway, I don't want to go ahead. I might get. Let's go back to the description. Right, it says, an enemy speaketh sweetly. I'm sure you understand. So it says, an enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit. You see? He will weep with his eyes, but if he find an opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. And that's exactly how he took over our people. He took over our people speaking sweetly with his lips, man. Right? And if adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first. And though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee. He will shake his head and clap his hands and whisper much and change his countenance, right? But this point, this is a bad. I'll read verse 16 again. It says, an enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to overthrow thee into a pit. And look at this. He's speaking sweet words right here, man. The interviewer was like, yeah, you know what? I'm get me a salad and a green smoothie. After speaking to this guy. Meanwhile, veganism is linked to a lot of unhealthy results, man. Right? What is the scripture? Right? It says, an enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to overthrow thee into a pit. He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. Right? So that's that. I'll leave the articles in the description. Your brothers and sisters can check it out. Lord willing, you brothers and sisters were edified. Until the next show, shalawam.